Hi, I'm Melissa Sanchez. Today I'm going to show you a child's project that you can teach to your homeschool kids, or in my case I taught to my child's arts class. It is a little clipboard frame. And here we took their spring portraits and we made a very simple clipboard frame. It took about an hour to make from start to finish. You'll need for this project a mini clipboard. I purchased this at an office supply. It's about $1.50. Then I had scraps of pattern paper that were donated, and I just separated them by color and had the kids pick. You'll need some flowers purchased at a discount store and plucked apart, as I showed you in the previous video, and some ribbon, organza ribbons about 1.5 inch wide, some school glue, and you'll need to give the kids glue sticks and a pair of scissors, child safety scissors. Now you can also use punches if you have enough to go around, depending on your class size. We didn't use punches, I just had the kids cut shapes and they had a great time anyway. So the first thing that you want to do is have the kids cover their clipboard with the glue stick. I'm doing this kind of messy because that's exactly how the kids do it. And then pick a piece of paper. They're going to go lift the clipboard clip up and then just lay it down. Okay, so now it's glued on there. Now I had the kids roughly cut around. I was going to go over afterwards and cut with an X-Acto knife once they finished and I took all the projects home. So it doesn't have to be exact. I also had the kids pick 2 pieces of pattern paper each, and they had to take it to their table, and then they had to share what they didn't use. So they got to cut out different shapes. So, yeah, they're 8, 7 and 8, so just cut some squares. I got them ripping too, ripping and distressing at 7. Okay, and then they just laid the pieces out randomly. And pretty much what they did was just put a bunch of glue on their clipboard and then start pasting. Oh, somebody got creative over here. So you can fold the pieces of paper in half and cut out little shapes, cut out a little heart. It's going to be for Mother's Day gifts. Okay, so that takes care of that part. Go back and you trim off the excess again. Again, it's not exact because I'm going to do this with an X-Acto knife when I get home. Then I had the kids just glue. Actually, I went through the whole classroom. I had a big bag of these plucked apart flowers, and I just sprinkled them over all the tables, and they all squealed with delight. So funny. They're so easy to please at that age. Anyway, so I just had them use some school glue, and then they glued some flowers. So now it's pretty much done, other than other than it's not dry. So the only thing left to do is to tie the ribbon. And I actually did that once the whole project was done. Once it's dry, because the school glue takes a while to dry, it's not like extra thick tacky glue or anything, then you would flip it over, and with an X-Acto knife, making sure you don't cut the flower, you trim on a self-healing mat. When it's all done, you end up with a clipboard like this with the ribbon, and the kids can tuck in their spring portrait. And it's a wonderful gift for Mom. Now, one thing I do want to point out, throughout the year, every time I'm done using, I've made my page or my project, and I have all these scraps of paper. If you know you're not going to use them again, I actually keep my scraps and file them by theme. But if you know you're not going to use it again, just throw it in a basket, because for projects like this, the kids don't care. They don't care if they're outdated or, you know, whatever. I do the same with stickers, alphabet sticker sheets. You know, you have like a couple of random letters that get left over, or some stickers you know you're not going to use. They all go in a basket right over there. And then there, yes, in my messy room, they all get tucked away in this basket. I just come around and just throw them in here. And then my kids can come through. Look, there's like whole things of sticker sheets here. My kids can come through and pick what they want to make their little art projects, or I'll take it into their classroom and then teach an art project with that. So it's a great way to use up scraps, recycle. Okay, that's enough of me talking. Hope you have a successful class.